Hey guys, what's up? It's Alex. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I did it. That's right. I completed my first full week of work, full time, 37 and a half hours, which technically I was there for 40, but we have 30-minute lunch breaks, which adds up to 2.5 extra hours of not working, so 37 and a half. And today I worked, which was my second week. My first day of my second week. So yeah, guys, I should give myself more credit, but I'm very happy for myself for completing this accomplishment. And if you guys are happy for me too, please drop a big like on the video, because I know a lot of you guys liked the video where it was the day before I started my job, and I set the video up on a tripod, or the camera. I set the camera up on a tripod and started talking about how I'm nervous and, you know, I don't know how, I wouldn't know how it was going to go, but a week later, actually a week and a day later since the last upload was filmed, I can safely say it's not as bad as I thought it would be. I've worked more hours now in the last week than I have ever in my whole entire life when it comes to working, a real job at least. You know, I did some career exploration in high school, which was a paid internship. I think at the end I made like $900, $800, maybe something like that. But that took like 2 years because it was a paid internship every Tuesdays and Thursdays. So, you know, that wasn't it was a job, but it wasn't like a job, a real job. I don't know, you know what I mean? But I'm very happy for myself. And today it was hard to wake up. It really was. I put my alarm clock for 7 a.m. I've been doing 7 a.m. And next thing I know, well, I fall asleep. Next thing I know, it's 7 a.m. The stupid alarm goes off. I put it on snooze. There was an option for 5 minutes. I pressed the plus button to add more time. And I snoozed it for 7:10. And then I think I snoozed it. Yeah, I snoozed it again for 7:20. And I had to be at work at 8. And it's a 20-minute drive. So I quickly got out of bed at 7:20. I had like 6 of those mini muffins, which isn't healthy, but I knew I wouldn't have been eating for a little bit. So I did that and then left the house at 7:35. Yeah, 7:35. And I got at my job at 7:53. So that took 18 minutes. So yeah. On the maps, it says it takes 22, but, you know, I'm kind of a faster driver, so... And, you know, I had good luck with green lights today, and the day before. Green lights, all I hit were green lights. All traffic stops were all green. I'm proud of myself. And, you know, I really want to hear you guys' feedback. If you don't really know what my job consists of, and you're wondering, I work at Goodwill, which is a thrift store. They don't have them everywhere, but in most states they do. I think maybe all states, but they aren't. Some people don't know about Goodwill, you know, but it's a thrift store, and you like shop for clothes, shop for items. So in the warehouse, there are certain positions you can work for. They're the donation workers, that greet the donators that are bringing in their stuff, and I think they are the same people that also put them in gray totes, organize them, put them in gray totes, and then they stack them all up. And then someone like me will go and grab a stack of 5 totes or bins, whatever you want to call them, drag them over to my desk, my workstation, I guess, and set them up you know, in an order. I set certain things up on the desk. Like, for example, if there's 5 mugs, I set up 5 mugs in one spot. If there's 5 plates, I put 5 plates in one spot right next to it. That way, so when I go in the computer and there's like these little boxes for each category, like kitchen, home, bath, office, other things like that, sports. So what I do is, if I have 5 mugs, set them right here, 5 plates. To make my life easier, I count how many mugs I have before I go on the computer, and then when I click on mugs, I set the price as $1, because $1 is the rule for how much we sell the mugs for. So I go on the computer, click mugs, press times 5 instead of just 1, and then right next to that, if I have 5 plates, I go in the system or whatever, click the kitchen, and then plates, non-set, because it wasn't a set, and then click that, put a price maybe like $2.99 a plate, maybe $2.49 a plate, maybe $2, just depends on what quality the item is, and then it just automatically says ×1, but I do however much there are. So if there's 5 plates, I do ×5. And then the computer is actually hooked up to a label maker with these Goodwill stickers in them, like a roll of Goodwill stickers. And then when I press print on the computer, it starts rolling them out. And then at that point, I peel off the stickers and put them on the items, and then put them on the cart that has 2 totes on it, and just fill those up until it's done. Now, today I probably went through 45 totes, which is pretty good for my first week. You know, they told me I'm doing very well for my first week. That's awesome. You know, it makes me feel really good that they think I'm doing well. I need to start giving myself credit, because I haven't been. Yeah, so I have there's like an incentive thing. I don't even know if I'm allowed to say this, but so they keep track. So the item, or the stickers are kind of like high tech, kind of. I don't know how to explain it. It's hooked up to a system, like I said, with the computer and the categories. You got to log in as yourself, as your name, with your name or whatever, so they know it's you printing out the stickers. So it's actually not it's actually a QR code that they put on the stickers, instead of a regular barcode. So each QR code has a unique code, I guess, and it's attached to your name that you log in with. They also know how many items I've sold, and they know my average sell-through. So my average sell-through is about $3 per item. That's an average. So I could sell something for 10, but on the other end I can sell, but also I can sell something for $1. But the average is around $3. Today it was a little lower, it was like $2.55. I think I've been pricing things a little too low, but I fixed that, and I started pricing things a little bit higher. And you guys are probably wondering, why should it matter if Goodwill is a not-for-profit? Well, because they got to pay their employees, but not only that, they got to keep the business running, but Goodwill is a scam a lot of times. But because, think about it. I shouldn't be saying that, but think about it. Why would they want to? Why? Because a lady came to me and said, "Alex, you listed this vase for $3. It's from the 40s. It's from the 70s. List it for $10." I'm like, why? But why? What's the point? If it's not for profit, it shouldn't matter what you list quality items for. You know? I mean, I get it, because the resellers are annoying. I get it, but I don't get it. The coworkers are great. You know, some people complain about their coworkers and how they spread drama and stuff like that. That does not happen so far. That has not happened. With our team, we are like family. It really hasn't happened yet. We talk crap about the customers. Again, I shouldn't say that, but it's not, how do I say this? We kind of have to talk crap about certain customers, because the people that we're talking crap about have assaulted the staff or threatened the staff. There was a kid that came in today that I heard about, maybe 8 years old, comes in and starts screaming, I'm gonna shoot up Goodwill." I'm like, yeah, the future generation is looking great. What? And the boss made a good point. What kid would think something like that? Joking or not, to have that thought for no reason doesn't seem right. I guess everything's going well. I have been finding it very hard to come home and rewind. So yesterday after I got home, I cleaned my living room. Let me show you. Like I was saying, guys, like I was trying to get to earlier, before I show you guys my living room tour, what I wanted to get to earlier was, so far I have sold over $1,000 worth of the stuff I've priced. When you get to 7,000 of stuff you've priced, you will get 5% back off $7,000. So you guys do the math. 5% of $700. That's a lot of extra money, and that's going to be a bonus in your check. I can't say that's how it is at your guys' Goodwill if you guys wanted to apply there, but I am a wares processor, so I don't do clothes. That's like soft lines. I do wares, and I actually applied to soft lines to do the clothes. I didn't know that they had people doing actual items and stuff like that. So when they gave me a tour and showed people doing items, I'm like, this looks more interesting. Do you guys have an open position for this? And they said you can have either one. So I said, okay, I'll just price the items instead of the clothes. So that was fun. They were very flexible company. The other day I had an appointment at 1:30, and my lunch break's at noon. I asked them, would it be okay if I take my break at 1:30? I asked them, would it be okay if I take my lunch break at 1:30? They were fine with it. I don't even think I took a 15-minute break this afternoon. I'm guaranteed a break every 2 hours. So I get in at 8. Now, I guess I'll tell you guys what I do. My daily routine for work. I get into work. I'm also wearing that blue shirt. You can wear any blue shirt that is like this color if your actual like Goodwill clothing is dirty, which is very good. But like I was saying, I get into work, put my lunch in the fridge, and then check in, maybe talk with some staff before it actually turns 8 o'clock, and then I press my badge up against a scanner to punch in at 8. So once it turns 8, I walk out of the office or the break room and then look around the aisles to see what kind of stuff needs to be filled up more and what stuff has been filled up. The plastic aisle does not need any more plastic. It's too much. The glass, you'll never run out of glass. But like the board games, that's filled up. The stuffed animals, they said don't bother putting out stuffed animals unless it's like name brand stuff that can sell, because there are way too many stuffed animals in that big bin right now. Wood. There is no demand for wood. I mean like those wooden baskets that I keep getting. I would say the most frequent thing I get are vases, for sure. And then like wine glasses, plate sets, and then some like religious stuff like Jesus, like a wooden Jesus, or like, what's that thing, that little house thing that Jesus was born in? I don't know. I should know, but that stuff too. A lot of seasonal stuff, mugs. The management is very good there. They're very, very, they have a fisheye for sure. They can see a lot, because I prop my phone up during work. Well, I knew I shouldn't have done this. Prop my phone up during work and started watching, well, while doing work, I started watching that 70s show. Why did I do that? And they said, it's okay, just don't do it anymore. You didn't know. And I said, well, I knew it could have been wrong to do. But they also said I gotta keep my music down a little bit more, because music really helps me wake up in the morning and work. And stuff like that, guys. If you ever want to work for Goodwill, they are very flexible. You really don't need experience. They will train you. I'll tell you, the most interesting thing I had to do was clean the bathroom. It was at the brim with shit. And I didn't think I was the one that had to clean it, because I had to use the bathroom. I went to them and said, the bathroom is very clogged and I really gotta go. I'm used to saying that to like a custodian at school when I had school. And then they handed me the mop and broom and the Clorox and the wipes and gloves and the plunger, and I'm like, and then I started to get the memo. Oh crap, they want me to do this. Wasn't fun. Yeah, the plunger got shitty. Well, yeah, guys, I'll show you my room tour real quick, because the camera is getting low on battery. So here is my cleaned up living room. Those are my shoes. Also, this is the front door right here. So you walk in. There's a little mat entryway. To the left is my little desk area, but right now I'm using it as storage. And then to the left of the door are a mat for the shoes. Over here is a chair. I'm never ever going to sit in that chair. Decoration at this point. And here's my shelf. Yeah, I kind of stopped putting stuff on here, but it's there. Closet. Well, yeah, just like everyone else's closet in the world, this one's dirty too. If you have a clean closet, you're abnormal. And then this is just like a jacket down there for winter, and then my broken PC. This is like little shelving, and there's weird stuff in here like CDs and candles from like 30 years ago. That's it. I didn't really put my stuff in there. That's like old owner. The old owner's stuff is in there. And then this is all the junk on my desk, which I will clean eventually. Probably in like a month. There's the desktop I have. No, there's the monitor I have. This is a PC I found from down the road at the end of the driveway. I had to be careful because maybe it had a bomb or something in it, but it was good. It didn't blow up the house. And then over here, there's just like this little closet, like wrapping paper and stuff. And there's this window right here, which oddly is bigger than my bedroom window by a little bit. My bedroom window starts up a little higher. So, and then there's the fire alarm, but who cares about that? So to the right as you enter, so like this, to the right, this is I lost my keys one time, decided to keep them here so I would never lose them again, as well as my work badge, because it wouldn't be good if I went into work without this. And then that's like the old vintage doorbell. I think it's kind of cool looking. And then some like old lady knickknacks. They're not mine. And then the bay window with blinds that are a pain in the ass. Just be quiet. I'm editing that out. Shh. I do have my bay windows open, guys. And then just like some knickknacks. A bunch of board games, vintage board games, because the new ones, like, it's the equivalent of like that McDonald's toy you get. The new ones suck. And then I have like books. These like little cool coin coasters. My mom found them at a garage sale for $4 for all four of them, so $1 a piece. This one is this one right here, the penny. The 1909 SVDB. You could have that in your pocket change, and you would get, if you would get rid of it, you'd make like $400,000 or something like that, depending on the condition. I have my Canon 70D manuals. I already know how to use a camera, and more than half of it is in a foreign language, so I don't really look at it. This is one of my couches right here. I put this blanket on it because I didn't really have a use for the blanket. I have my tripod back there. Look, I'm not rich. These are just really old Macintoshes, or Macs, but they're cracked. There's one, there's the other one. One's from mid-2009, one's from mid-2011. Back when they used to make like 2 models a year. They don't do it as much anymore. They haven't updated the Mac in like 3 years, I think, or 2 years. And then I have a tray table, which was my grandma's. It's kind of like falling apart though, so.
You're gonna cook your pie or what?
In a sec.
Well, I need to use the oven, that's why I'm asking. I gotta throw pork chops.
Can you just put it in for me real quick?
Yeah, that's why I said, you want me to throw your pie in?
Thank you. And then I got my 58-inch TV, which was a good deal at Walmart. I think it was $2.98. My parents have the same one. They got it when it was $2. No, not $2. When it was $200.48. Or when it was $248 instead. And then above there I have 2 picture frames from my graduation. That one, which I'm not a fan of, but whatever. And then the school bus one, which I'm a fan of course. It's like, I should have like put like what's it called? Like a quote, like, because it looks like me like going past school buses. Something like, I don't know, wheels on the bus. I don't know. That would have been stupid though. And then I have my fan. I also have the extension cord that plugs into the TV, and my PS5 I used to have was right here, but I got rid of it because the resale value started going down. I wanted to get rid of it before it wouldn't have any value or less value. This is a picture right here that my grandma took with her low-range Android phone that does not have a good camera, but you know, somehow she took this inside her car. And the windshield is right there too. You can't tell though, and the picture is beautiful. And I always told her I liked it, and then she put it in a frame and gave me it. Right down there is like my filing cabinet. I put in quotes. It's not a filing cabinet. It's just where I put like old like birthday cards and stuff. Some people think it's stupid to keep them, but I keep them because, like, you know, your grandparents will die eventually, and you would like to look back at it. You would like to look back at the cards they gave you throughout the years. Stuff like that. Yeah, I also have my social security number in there, but I'm not going to show you guys that. There is my big American flag. I think it was only like $6. Free shipping. And then we have a mirror right here, which I don't know why it's here. I don't. It's just decoration. No one's gonna use it. I'm not gonna use it. What else? The rug. Not that you guys care about the rug. And I got some Apple boxes and stuff like that. And then the thermostat. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. One time, well, because one time I called it a thermometer and my mom started laughing. So, down here, this is just like some shelving. Oh wait, I'm zoomed in. Right down here is just some shelving. This is like my coin book right here. And yeah, that's basically it. But believe me guys, you don't want to see my bedroom. Sean. Don't you guys just ever look in the mirror, stare at yourself for too long? It starts to just look trippy. I can't explain it. I've been having this problem for a few weeks now. And I really am starting to think what Creator 2023 Studios is doing is starting to affect my personal life a little bit. He's been doing videos that he kind of conned me into doing. It's kind of like a collab thing. He's kind of forcing me into this mirror stuff. I can't explain it. But all I can say is I don't see myself. They say if you look closely, if you look close enough, you'll see someone else that's trying to use the, I don't know, look at the mirror or whatever. I don't know. Yeah, a lot of stuff right now in my life doesn't make sense. I'm not on Social Security anymore. Working a full-time job. This is my second week working a full-time job. It's like, I never thought this day would come, and it's weird. It's like, I'm not who I was before. I am not lazy like I was. It's like I'm a totally different person. And who knows, the more I look at myself in the mirror, I don't see myself the same. You guys know what I mean, right? If you look at yourself long enough in the mirror, it's just trippy. Anyways, guys, I cleaned my living room like you guys saw, but my bedroom, well, you can't really see it because my light is, I don't know what's going on. It's at the lowest possible dim setting. It's at the lowest dim brightness possible. It's not blown, but it's not dead. But it's not fully bright. I mean, it's strange. Hold on. You see what I mean? Like, the light is on. This is my hallway. The light is on. I don't know. So, it is currently... Oh, what the hell? It is currently 9:45. I worked today. I had tomorrow off. I'll pick up the camera tomorrow to film a little bit more. I'll probably take a shower in the morning, start my load of wash, my laundry, because I got new Tide Pods. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the morning. If anything happens until then, I'll let you know. I've been feeling a little weird. Alright. See you guys. Well, good morning, guys. My hair is still up, but I noticed in the morning it starts looking very weird. But if I part it the right way back, it looks fine. But that's when it's short. When it gets long, it just goes all over the place in the morning. But it is 11 in the morning, 11:30. I woke up late, because I have the day off. So I didn't expect to wake up this late. But it just shows how much I've been working my ass off and how much I needed the break. Or the sleep. It's a beautiful day out, so I'm gonna roll up blinds. Oh man, that is bright. But yeah, guys, I just maybe should clean my room a little bit. It is pretty bad. Got clothes laying out. Oh my god, this is I've had this teddy bear since 2005, 2006, and it has seen better days. I gotta tell you guys a funny story about this. Well, number one, when I was little, I used to always peel at it at the spot like that. Don't know why. I think it was a sensory thing, but its eyeball is murdered. Is murdered. But one time I was really mad at my dad because I was bringing my teddy bear everywhere when I was 4 or 5. So when I took it over to my aunt's house, she lived in an apartment where the bottom floor was someone else's apartment, the second floor was her apartment. And it had steps or stairs going up to the second apartment outside. So I reached to the bottom of the steps when I was leaving. My dad was still at the top, and he threw the teddy bear down from the top onto the ground, and I was pissed off at him. I wasn't talking to him for a little bit because, that thing was my life for a while there. But the eyeball came off, and it was really strange because around that same time I was going into surgery for lazy eye surgery, which is when one eye goes that way, one eye goes straight. The one that's lazy is when it goes that way. I still have it too. If you guys notice in some videos, maybe even this video, I still have it. It reverts back after you get older, but that's funny because I was mad at my dad for a long time because he busted out the eye. Now I tried putting this new eye back on. Wait, no. This is the eye that broke. I put a new eye in. This was one of the original eyes. I didn't like that this one was slightly different than the other one. So what I did was I tried taking this one apart because I had another one of these to put there, and it just really mangled the whole thing to death. But yeah, nothing else is really going on today. I think I'm just gonna relax, to be honest, but I have this spare TV. It's a 32-inch Insignia. It has like Amazon Fire Stick built into it, but I can't find a use for it. Now I would give it away, but it's huge. It's a package. Just reading my text. I don't know if there's many people that have had a TV but can't find a use for it. Now you're probably wondering, Alex, why don't you just put it in your bedroom? I never have ever had a TV in my bedroom besides when I was little. The reason why is because I have my phone. I don't watch cable. You know, if I'm gonna watch TV, I'm gonna watch it on my phone. I don't understand having a TV in your bedroom. I feel like it's, even for me, I feel like it's too much of a luxury and something I don't need. So I remember the other day I tried putting the TV in the kitchen because when I was little, or when I was growing up, my mom sometimes had a TV in her kitchen to watch like Food Network and stuff. Obviously it wasn't as big as a 32-inch, but yeah, I thought that would have been cool, but it looked terrible. So it's back in here. I'm probably going to put it back in storage. Give it to someone, maybe give it to someone in need. Why not, you know? I'll catch you guys in a bit. I really want this vlog to be really nice and long. That's what she said. But yeah, guys, let me show you guys my view real quick. Now, it might take a second for the camera to adjust. Hey, I did it pretty well. But that's the shop where my roommate and the landlord fix cars. They actually fixed mine pretty quick. A temporary fix, because the exhaust was hanging off on the floor. That's right. My car broke down for the first time. Not really broke down, but I was driving, made a turn, and then it was a 40 zone. It turned to a 55 zone, so I put my foot on the gas a little bit more to reach to 55. Nothing crazy, just driving normal. And then all of a sudden I hear like scraping onto the floor, which was probably causing sparks, and it was my exhaust. It fell off and was hanging off. So it didn't really technically fall off. It was hanging off, and I had to pull over, and my dad had to come with zip ties to zip it back on for a temporary fix. Made it home, and then I was lucky I made it home, but I even made a bigger risk. I ordered a sub, and I had to pick it up somehow, and my car was the only one I had access to. So yeah, I may have used the car that could have potentially broke down again to pick up the food and bring it back. Luckily nothing happened, but I was really taking a big risk at that point. The next day, on a Monday, I had work, and then my mom had to take me into work. She even packed me a lunch. She called me ahead of time on the phone and said, she said, "Mommy packed you a lunch," and I was like, "Oh, sweet." So then my grandma picked me up on the way to bring me back home from work. I come back home from work, and the car has already been fixed. Temporary fix, you know, but I'm able to drive it now, and I still should probably get a new exhaust, all this other kind of stuff, because it was rusting out. My landlord tried like welding it, but it was too thin to where it broke. Or something like that. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on it, but yeah, I mean, pretty good stuff. I'm lucky. So you guys are probably wondering why my roommate is so old. It's because I didn't choose my roommate. That's the thing. So like, he is a friend to my landlord, or my landlord's boyfriend. Yeah, I found this place on Facebook Marketplace as a third party, I guess. Obviously. And then here I am. So yeah, guys. But yeah, this is really getting dirty. But yeah, that's why people find it weird when I say my roommate is in his 50s, but it's not like he was the first one that moved in and asked me to move in with him. It wasn't your traditional roommate plan, you know what I mean? But the closet is dirty. Floor is dirty, and okay, I gotta do wash. I gotta do wash again. The last video, I did the wash. Now I gotta do it again. I got brand new Tide Pods, so it's fine. Alright guys, I'll probably actually start the wash later on today, because I think my roommate is already using the washer and dryer right now. So yeah, it's okay. It's the typical, I guess, problems of not like living alone in an apartment, but it's fine. You don't have to pay as much, so I can't complain. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. Have I told you guys that I had a flip phone? Not your like old-fashioned flip phone, but the flip phone that they all hype about, as you can see. Well, believe it or not, it's actually not much of a hype that they make it out to be. So I was using this phone from February to the end of June. It only lasted 4 months until it broke. Watch, I turn it on, and I'm really sad about this too. I mean, it shows a white screen, but the main screen won't turn on. Sometimes if I charge it up, this screen will turn rainbow. I think what happened is I submerged it underwater. Some of you guys that don't know much about phones would be like, Alex, that's crazy. Why would you submerge it underwater? Well, it's IP68 water resistant, or IP67, which means it can go into a pool that I brought it into. Like, it was an above ground pool. All I did was drop it, record maybe 10 seconds worth of a clip, took it out, and put it back on the deck. And then, yeah, later that day I also dropped it, but it didn't show signs of it didn't show signs of failure or the end of life until later that night when I was watching YouTube. The screen froze, turned rainbow, and shut off. I believe the motherboard has been fried because water got into it. They're not as durable as they say they are, but I did get it secondhand. It wasn't brand new. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know. But I am pretty upset because that was a faster phone. It was pretty good. And the phone I'm using now was the phone I used before that, which is the Samsung Galaxy A53 5G. And, you know, it's slow. I think it's because I have a lot of stuff on it, but it's slow, and I'm probably going to be getting the iPhone 15 Ultra or iPhone 15 Pro Max, whichever one is the highest tier, because I want a phone that will last me 4 years with no problem, or more. And let's be honest, iPhones aren't really... They've kind of peaked, but this year is going to be a big upgrade for the iPhone. I think it's going to be a big upgrade, like almost just as big as the iPhone X. Remember, like, the iPhone X came out, everyone was so hyped. It's probably gonna be like that, but not as hyped, not as special, because like it's not a whole redesign. But it will have thinner bezels. They're saying it will have dynamic island on all 4 or 5 of the tiers, the iPhone 15 tier, and it will support USB-C finally. All of the iPhones up to this point have been Lightning. Well, besides, they had 30-pin back in the day, but Lightning is the 8-pin connector, and it's very outdated. But all Android phones now that are coming out have USB-C. If it doesn't, then people don't bother buying it. I don't think there's any phones that come out anymore that has USB, that has micro USB. I don't know. Oh yeah, and then I have all of my vintage board games. Trouble, that's from 1964. Chutes and Ladders, that's from the 90s. This is from like 2004. That's from 1974. This is from 1964. This is from the 60s as well, I think. 64 maybe, I don't know. Chutes and Ladders, 1943. Chutes and Ladders from now. Chutes and Ladders from 10 years ago. And then Trouble, like I said. But you guys are probably wondering, Alex, well, no one's probably wondering this, but why do you have so many Chutes and Ladders games? That's because I'm trying to collect all of them. I'm not trying to collect them as much as I was, but, you know, I basically have like 70% of all Chutes and Ladders editions. Like, redesigned boards and stuff, because obviously they made a little increments in between each design. But I'm not getting that specific yet, or ever. But yeah. Also have, oh yeah, I showed you guys the American flag I got. That was a steal. I got that off eBay for $6.40 or 50 cents. Free shipping. It might have been $6, but tax made it like $6.60 or $6.48 or something. I don't know, $6.64. But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to go on a walk. Since I'm not working today, I do want to exercise a little bit, because believe it or not, when I do work, that's considered exercising. So I'm also going to check the mail. But I got my water right here. This week is going to be hot. Very hot. 90s. It's going to be in the 90s. Well, 89 tomorrow, and then like 90 the next day, and 90 again the next day. But you know what? I don't care. Alright, just gotta look. Oh, no mail, unfortunately. Jesus. Yeah, the speed limit on my street is 55. And that's pretty fast. I mean, there's houses. That's my house. The boat. Shed. Over there is the field. Pretty cool. It won't focus. Yeah, guys, maybe I'll record a video out here sometime. I don't know. But yeah, look at this boat. This is my landlord's boat. They just store it here. Because they have another house as well. But yeah, like the tenants, like me and my other roommate, we can't park in this driveway. I did for a little bit with my Impala. Just at first, but then it started leaking, so they were like, no, you can't park anything there now. But let me show you guys my car, because I do have some changes I want to make to it. There's my car, guys. And I did verify, because this was my grandpa's car. He got it new in Ow, did I just get stung by a bee? I did. Fuck. How did that happen? You guys see that? That bee was in my shoe, and it just stung me. Fuck. Ow. Anyway. I can barely fucking walk on it now. Fuck. Ow. Yep. But it's stinging. That's the worst luck ever. I just got stung by a bee, and the bee was in my shoe. I don't blame it for stinging me. Anyways. Plans. Okay, and yes, like I was saying, I did verify that, yeah, my grandpa got this car in 2010. He did verify that it never, ow, fuck. That fucking hurts. And I got it on video. He did verify that it never came with a key fob, but all it came with was two keys to open the door and turn it on. So it never came with like a, you know, the unlock button or like the remote kind of thing, remote, whatever. But I did put the black emblem on. Well, my landlord helped me with that. And then we got it's a little chipped right here. Not bad at all though. We really just got to turn the U black, because these letters were off already, but the U was still on, because I super glued it on like a month or two before we put the rest of the letters on in black, so that's why the U isn't black yet. But I don't think I've ever showed you guys this, but look. You see that a little bit? You see the Chevy logo in that? I guess that's what you pay for if you buy OEM taillights. And then I have the International Corporation school bus logo. Trump 2024, he better win. The Democrats are trying to shut him down. And then FJB edition, fuck Joe Biden. Thomas Built Buses, right there, which is another school bus brand. Cat, which is like tractor company, and so is International Harvester. The reason why I put Cat on is because they've made school buses with the Cat C7 engine or something. International Harvester is just what started International, so that's why I respect it and put it there, because if it wasn't for International Harvester, they wouldn't have had International buses. And yeah, so this is that section. But Bluebird, the best, in my opinion, the best school bus company out there, that it deserves its own section on my car. Bluebird is on my bumper. We got the Bluebird All-American logo, which I wish I put it in the editor with like outlining the All-American. You can't really see it. And then this is actually a sign manufactured by Bluebird to put on their buses that I bought off eBay. That would have been on an actual school bus if they didn't sell them third party. That could have been sitting on a school bus right now if they didn't do that. But yeah, you guys already know what my car looks like. There's a bunch of dirt on my car. That's what happens when you live in the country. The front is going to be changed. This emblem I don't want on anymore, so I'm going to put that right here, because my landlord is painting a new one black for me to put over this one that will hopefully be bigger than their old one, so like you won't see the outline and stuff. So I just took that off. And this I want to paint black. The chrome I want to paint black. I think it would look nice. And I know some Malibus have silver edges, right? These things right here are usually silver. I think I'm keeping it black. Why not? And yeah, as far as like the tires go, like the hubcaps, I may get like the LT hubcaps that are shiny. But then again, I don't want to switch up the car and mix it with like another car because I want it to look original. I don't really want to do all that. But the trim looks good. Yeah, rust, it's getting bad. And I did verify rust in general gets worse during the summers because that's when it like heats up and stuff. We should be good for another couple years, probably like 3 to keep this car. And you know how there's the Chevy logo on the taillight right here? It's also on the headlights. So if you bought a third-party headlight, it won't have, well, I'm pretty sure it won't have that little Chevy emblem right there. That's what you pay for. Oh, is that the clear coat? Is that the clear coat fading away? I think this is the clear coat coming off right there. You guys see that? Yeah, clear coat's coming off. It's not a big deal. Well, I don't want to leave this right here, otherwise I may drive off and then it might fly over there, so I'm gonna hold on to this because I do have another emblem to be putting on there instead that will make it look nice, stuff like that. I did order touch-up paint. Well, I'm going to be ordering touch-up paint, just in case. You know, I don't like how that shows. I decided to clean it one time with a rough sponge, and it doesn't look good. Oh my gosh, I just noticed something else. Look at that. The camera might not be able to pick it up. There's a Chevy emblem inside the... I don't even know what light this is called. There's a Chevy emblem in that too. My God, they really want people to pay for OEM products. Same here. That's really stupid in my opinion. It's cool, but stupid. Tires need replacing. Oh my God. They are bald. There's the rust. They are bald. I need new tires. But I did fill them up the other day. And yeah. little dents and stuff. I don't know what these dents are from. Scrapes right here. I think this is what these were on here when I got the car, and I did find out what caused the, what is that called? I forgot what this is called. The panel, some kind of panel down there. I know what it's called. I just forgot, but the reason why it's like pushed outwards is because when it was in Wilmington, North Carolina, we wanted to get it up here quick. So what we had to do was find, well, this was my aunt's car. She had it down in Wilmington for 1 year, not even. So we needed to get somebody to fix something down there. And they lifted it up and on the lift, and it fell off and damaged the car a little bit. But we weren't going to make a big deal about it because we were getting a cheap deal anyways on it, on them helping us fix it. I forgot what it was. But something that sucks about this vehicle is if you want to get the headlights replaced or fix the bulb, you got to take out the whole front bumper. You see that? You got to take out the whole front bumper if you need to replace like a bulb in there. You can't just take this out. You just can't take the headlight out like that. You got to take, actually you can kind of tell it was taken off before. It's loose. You got to take this out all the way around to this side. You got to take the whole front off just to replace the bulbs in the headlights. What the fuck? I don't know why Chevy does that to us, but they're not the only company. I've worked on iPhones where they forced us to like reach one spot that was really difficult just to replace something simple in a phone. I mean, I've fixed batteries in iPhones, I fixed screens and all that other stuff. But yeah, I do have a plan. If I, maintain this job for about a year or 2 years, I really want to save up for a used. Well, this car I'm about to mention is only used because they don't make them anymore. Chevy SS. They made them from 2014 to 2017. They are sharp-looking cars. They go to 0 to 60 in like 4.8 seconds or something like that. That's really my dream car right now. Because I know I can't afford a Corvette or a Mustang. I could afford a Mustang if I kept the job for a while, but the only Mustang I'll be able to afford would be a 4-cylinder, and if you have a 4-cylinder Mustang, you're stupid. You really only have the Mustang for looks, because a 4-cylinder Mustang does not go fast. Maybe it goes a little fast with a turbo charge, but that's stupid. You want to hear your car, But yeah, I might have to take it for a car wash soon. And as far as replacing the driver's side fender and the panel down there, that's going to be delayed, guys, because the exhaust needs work. Let me see if I can show you guys under the car. The exhaust needs work because I broke down the other day, and I think I told you guys that in this vlog. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see, but hold on. But like, that part was hanging off, maybe? Yeah, I think that's the part that was hanging off, I think. I'm not totally sure. It was hanging on the floor last week when I was driving, so that's when we had to pull over, call my dad. But yeah, if you look closely, it's definitely in some rough shape. But I can't complain, I'm happy to be behind the wheel of my grandfather's car. And some jerk wants to talk crap to me and say, why do you keep posting your pictures of your car online on Instagram and Facebook and stuff like that? He says it's not something to post or brag about. He thinks I'm bragging about it. No, I'm just happy to have a car. I'm happy to be driving the same car that my grandpa drove with my deceased grandma in the passenger seat. That way I know I know her soul is with me. I am not posting it for views. I'm not posting it for clout, because I know 90% of people out there have a better car than me. And even if you don't have a car, I'm not posting it to brag. I work for what I get, and I am grateful for what I get. So, and that's the same thing with anyone. If you work, you'll be able to get something. You'll be able to get a car if you want a car. It's not bragging, and I hate people that think I'm bragging. You know it's nothing worth more than $5,000 tops, not even. Like, if I were to sell this now, I'd probably get $2,000. I'm not looking to brag. And the type of car should prove that. I am just very grateful to be riding and driving in the car that my grandpa bought new in 2010. And something weird is that the manufacturing year for this car is the same year as the model year. Typically, the model year is a year later. But if you have a car and look inside your driver's door down there, it should tell you like the month and the year of the manufacturing year. For example, mine is 06/10 or 6/10 or whatever. If we go to here, it is a 2010 Chevy 4-door sedan, which means the model year and the manufacturing year are the same. But for example, Gus is a good friend of mine. If you're watching this video, look in your driver's door. Right down there, it should say like GM or whatever. And it should say it should show 4 numbers in total. The first 2 is the month, and the second 2 is the year. So if it's like 04, that is January, February, March, April, that would be April. And if the year is 2004, that it would be 04. But if you go to the front of your car, it'll probably say 2005 for your Sunfire. But mine is the same year entirely, which probably means my grandpa bought it right before they started the production of the 2011 car. If he waited an extra month, he probably would have got a 2011. Maybe an extra 2 months if he waited. But yeah, it's a 2010 Chevy Malibu. Or maybe it would have been a 2009, because I think what happened... It's confusing, guys. So, yeah, I don't know. Because it was on the lot for a while, I think. So maybe it would have been a 2009. No, I think it would have been a 2011. Either way, it's a 2010. Whatever. I think it's all confusing. But let me know in the comments below if you like the black emblem in the front. And I will be putting a bigger black emblem in the front. Wait, no, I was talking about the back. I'll be putting a bigger black emblem in the front. Also ordered some touch-up paint. Well, I am going to be ordering some touch-up paint. So yeah, that should be interesting. But yeah, I guess I'll go for a walk with you guys. I don't know. I'm taking you guys for a walk. I don't know. But yeah, I want to just do longer videos for the time I have free to do videos, because I do enjoy these videos. It's just a matter of fact if someone watches them. If no one watches this video, fuck. I was trying to open my bottle with one hand. If no one watches these videos, what's the point? No, fuck it. I'm just gonna walk back inside. My bay windows are open. Right there. Alright guys, I'm gonna end the video now. I hope you guys enjoyed the probably one of, maybe not the longest video I've uploaded, but maybe one of the longest videos I've ever uploaded. I don't know, I have to see in the editor how long this video is. But if you enjoy these types of videos, please drop a big like on the video. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. Turn on post notifications to never miss out on a brand new video on the channel. I do want to let you guys know a new profile picture is going to be coming up on all of my social medias. And it's not the one that I put on this channel recently with like the blue background. This is actually one that I took outside, wearing this blue shirt with my Goodwill lanyard for where I work. And I think it turned out pretty good. But not only that, but I want to address some things. Well, yeah, a few things. Number one, I don't feel like I don't think I'm going to be collabing with Creator 2023 Studios. It's not that I'm not, actually. It's just that the kind of content he makes is not really something I'm interested in being affiliated with. He likes to look, man. Gus is the name of who has this channel. Gus, I don't like the fact that you copy other YouTubers and their content. You can do whatever you want as long as you have fun. You know, that's what I've been saying since day one. Do what you want as long as you have fun, to an extent. But you can do that. You can do that kind of content. I just don't want to be part of it. So when I tell you I don't want to collab with you because of the kind of content you make, you don't have to be upset over it. And don't say you weren't upset, because you were, because you made like a mad face emoji when I told you that. Like, chill out, man. Be mature about it. You know, I'm not telling you to stop making that content, but if you want viewers, you're gonna have to stop making that content. Another thing is that someone on my YouTube channel named Intergalactic Meow keeps commenting, and I know me mentioning them in this video, it's just gonna make them comment even more. But I'm only bringing their name up because they made a good point. I think they're the one who commented, "What's the point of these videos? Why do you bother making these videos anymore?" Well, sometimes I wonder the same thing. But then I think, well, I'm having fun doing it. If I'm not gonna get hundreds of views off these videos, but if I have fun doing it, that's all that matters. And then later in my life, if the internet is still around, I can look back at these videos and remember what my young adulthood was like. You know what I mean? So that's the point of these videos, is that it's fun. Some people watch them, and I can look back at these videos someday. And I should plan on saving these videos to like a hard drive, because YouTube may not be around forever. So another person, FF Frontier something, said that the clickbait videos aren't good. Well, here's the thing. You know how, like, so every other every other YouTuber I know clickbaits. I'm not the only one. You're acting like I'm the only one, but also ask your grandparents something, and that is, when newspapers came out, would the newspapers make a big title to grab their attention? Yeah, that's no different than this. Like, for example, a newspaper back then could have said, "The end is near," in big letters. Like, for example, maybe like a 9/11 newspaper could have said, "The end is near," or "terror." They only made it in big font and outrageous words, so you would end up buying the newspaper and reading it. It's no different than making a title that is not true about the video. It's no different, you know? I don't get why people make a big fuss about that, but that's all I had to say. So I'm gonna close off the video. I gotta probably work on editing this video for a few days. It's probably gonna take up all my storage on my iPad. I mean, my iPad only has 64 gigabytes, which isn't enough for videos without having to clear other things on it. So, yeah. If you guys are new to the channel, drop a big like, subscribe down below if you haven't already, turn on post notifications to never miss out on a brand new video on the channel. And if you made it this far in the video, comment tater tots. Yeah. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching. It's been real. It's been Alex. Peace out.